Hey guys, it's Tiny Tom Logan back with another video for you. I have big news, big huge news, big massive news. Yes, I finally got an Asrock Taichi X370. It has taken me weeks of emails and hounding and borderline being a total moron, but I got one in the end. It does seem like in the end because it's almost like all the fizz is gone now. But anyway, I've obviously tested a few of the other big boards in the X370 range, so it's going to be quite a good look for me when I do finally get to do the review. Now, I do have to build this, get all the testing done and everything like that, but I thought I would give you, I know you've probably seen it on other channels, but I thought I would give you a look at what's in the box and what's going on at this £229 price taken from Overclock's Motherboard. So, here we go. Right, there's some loose stuff in the box, but then again, it has come from their HQ. It's not come from the UK, so it's been halfway around the world and back. So you get your normal kind of booklets, your manuals, your CDs, and all that sort of stuff. We then have the normal rear back plate. Straight away, I'm a little bit disappointed because we've got the metal tabs on the back plate, and it is a very basic back plate as well. There's no padding or anything on there. That's what I would have expected on a cheaper board. That's one packet of SATA cables there. We have that's an SLI bridge, another packet of SATA cables there. So that's 4 SATA cables in total. We have a couple of Wi-Fi antennas, so that's likely to be one for Wi-Fi and then one for your Bluetooth, but I will look in a sec. And then we have some M.2 screws. I wish you could buy these separately because I'm always losing them. I know it's a bit of a unique thing that you lose an M.2 screw, but I do seem to a lot. So the SATA cable's there. So that's all your accessories in the box. And then we get down to the nitty gritty of the board itself, and there's nothing else in the box at all. So lovely, big, massive, huge anti-static bag. And then you've got the foam. Oh, crikey. Okay, so the foam is actually zip tied to the board itself. Right, I'm going to need to cut that. Okay, so we've got it all out, and I have literally just got everything dumped on the desk. But first things first, looking at the board itself, I can see that the white print on the, because we've got a black PCB and then there's white print over the top where you've got the design. That's actually slightly yellow. You can see the tonal difference between the colours there. But anyway, it's nice to see that the design here does kind of follow on into the heatsink, but it's not exact. I am being very picky. It's literally, I'm just brain farting my thoughts out on this while I'm looking at it. One of the first things that I did catch my eye though, and it is rather mental, and that's the power delivery. It's 12 plus 4 phase. The last B350 board I did, for example, was 4 plus 2. So just to show you that it is rather mental. It's actually the most power phases I've seen so far on any of the Ryzen boards. So they're obviously, they want to make sure that the power regs don't get stressed at all, and they want to make sure that it's just clean and clear and lovely. Something else that's quite interesting is the fact that we have 2 M.2 slots on here, which is kind of nice. So when I do the main review, I will look into the way that they're wired in and the block diagram and stuff. We can see that we've got an RGB port here. This would be, in this location at least, this would be for maybe one of the AMD heat sinks. We obviously might get some RGB heat sinks coming on at a later date from other vendors and stuff, but that would be for that. I still think personally, for all brands, I think the RGB should have been somewhere up and around here, so it's kind of out the way, and you've also got the ability to hide the cable around the back and then come back across again. Other things as we go around, we'll do some fans and we'll go around clockwise. There's one that I've spotted up here, perfect for your rear fan, or maybe something that's, if you've got a downward CPU cooler and you wanted to hide it. You've got 2 over here for your CPU again. There's another one here. I'm scanning around the bottom of the board now. There's one here. There's not one here where you would normally expect it on other boards, but obviously that's where this one comes in. 8-pin CPU power. We've got 2 vertical USB 3s. An awful lot of SATA around the back, especially when you consider that you only get 4 as standard. Again, I'll look on the breakdown on the block diagram when we do the full review. PCI readout. One thing I will say is the board does feel, the only way I can explain it, it's very smooth. It's got a very matte kind of look to it and feel. Round this side, they're calling theirs Purity Sound 4. You've got a couple of tall Japanese capacitors sticking out the middle there. Coming round the back, there's where our antennas would go that we were talking about before. USB 3.1 Gen 2, you've got an A and a C. Then you've got 2, 4, 6 USB 3s, gigabit Ethernet, your audio. I'm going to assume this is a BIOS clear button. I can't see any writing anywhere to... Anyway, sorry. Assume this is a BIOS clear button. PS2 out. All lovely, lovely. Round the back of the board, all kind of standard. Nothing particularly standing out there other than the fact, like I said, you've got that lovely kind of matte finish to it all. So, TTL finally has an Asrock Taichi. I will be reviewing this as quick as possible for you, but the best way I can put my workload for you at the moment is it's mental. So I will do this as quick as I possibly can for you, but I did just want to share the excitement that I finally got one, and I'm really looking forward to benching this and seeing if it may get a little bit more out of my CPU, but also because I've never used the Asrock BIOS before, it's going to be interesting to see what the memory support's like, and this is going to be a good learning process for me. It's a review that I'm excited to do. So thank you for tuning in today, and I will be back shortly with the full review. If you found this and you've never seen one of my videos before, please hit the subscribe button, or if you'd like to look at some of the other videos before you do that, in case you might find some other interesting stuff, please head to the channel. And below you've got links from my Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook page, all of the social goodness. Anyway, this is Tiny Tom Logan, out.